I came to play, there's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. You're never coming back, watch your future fade. I came to play, to get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I'm ready to stay. Let's get out of my way. I came to play.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Sam, and I'm bringing you a game of Spellcraft, which is a custom map for Warcraft 3. I just felt like making a video today, so this is what it's going to be of. Me and my brother played this match. He's the other player. But a rundown of Spellcraft is pretty much... This is the gladiator mode in it, where all the players team up to take on waves of enemies. The number of enemies that spawn are equivalent to how many players you actually have. I believe a total of 9 players can be in it. Anyway, right now we're fighting the first boss. The first 2 bosses are pretty much the hardest bosses until... We don't beat the whole thing here. We get maybe boss 6, I believe, is the last one we fight. But boss 3 and 4 are complete jokes. Either way, at the starting of the game and after every boss fight, 6 orbs, or 3 times how many players that you have in the match, spawn. You pick them up and that's how you create your skills. Currently I have a mana shield, which was the skill I got first. I've used it once already. And now I have a stun. I haven't used it yet in the video. My brother, on the other hand, has an aura that increases our health regen and movement speed, and the skill he just got now is, as you can see it running around the screen there, is a summoning water elemental. Summoning water elementals are very, very strong for this game mode because they take most of the threat of everything. Either way, second boss here. This boss is annoying as hell. He summons those trees as well as has a chance to stun on hit. We almost died. That's probably the closest we've come to dying. I can't remember now. Anyways, I ended up there getting a level up of my Stormbolt, and I don't believe I know what skill my brother got. I think it's a Breath of Fire, which is completely useless. It does, like, no damage at all. But for this, the things you really need for Gladiator mode, in my opinion, are someone to have at least one summoning skill, and someone else or the same person to hold an aura. Because there's a lot of useful auras. My brother has one of the more useful ones, which increases our movement speed and health regen, as I said before. We were never able to get it up past level 1, because you can level... I believe the skills max out at a level of 3. Oh, I didn't even realize we were fighting a boss there. That's how bad that boss was. Anyway, I now have Dispel Magic, which allows me to remove any buffs or debuffs off myself and enemies. If you haven't told now, the format of this game mode is pretty much you fight 3 waves of normal enemies and then you fight a boss. There's something me and my brother just sort of kiting around. When there's 1 left, it's fairly easy to do. Annoying wolves with stuns. I for some reason casted Spell Magic. Anyway, this is probably what the majority of my videos from now on are going to be on my channel, or just random ass videos with me commentating over them. I don't know, it's not like they get too many views anyway, but I make them in my spare time, and I have a lot of spare time. Anyway, here's the 4th boss. Fairly easy. This boss really wanted to kill my brother. Anyway, I got feedback. Now I drain enemy mana when I hit them, and it also deals additional damage to how much I drain, which is useful. It's only 10 mana drain and 10 damage, though, at the first level, which isn't that good. But, whatever. Every little bit of damage helps, because in later waves they get pretty hard. These things don't have any special abilities to my knowledge. They just take a while to die. Well, I ran out of things to say. I really should have spoke slower. Now I know what other people mean when they say that they should learn to speak slower. And that was me almost dying. Anyways, more annoying enemies. These enemies have a roar that lowers our attack damage. And my brother got stasis trap. I don't know how to really pronounce it. It's supposed to stun in an area, but it's such a bad move. My brother, after casting, is just like, well, that was a waste of 100 mana. Because really, you can't afford to waste anything in this, because either you're going to need it on a boss fight, or you're going to need it for additional enemies, because enemies do get hard in this, like the non-boss enemies. My brother thankfully did end up leveling his water elementals, so they survive longer when he summons them, so we don't have to take so much damage. It's always a good thing, as I said, summons are very useful. And here's the 6th boss. This boss is annoying because it's immune to magic, so I can't stun it like I have been the past other bosses, which is what makes it hard. And also, he'll throw random rocks at the target he's not targeting, and it will stun them. As well as if too many people get too close to him, he will slam the ground and slow everything. Either way, this video is coming to an end. That was the last boss we downed. I believe we die here because we're both out of mana pretty much. And we have like no health, and these things are fucking fast. So there's not much we can really do about it.